Like, I just needed the reassurance from my umbrellas that they felt how I felt about the situation. Like, y'all know I'm more than capable, even though this is um, a very crazy task that has never ever been done. Like, you have to think how this is, everybody who says, yo, we've done music from prison or we've done music from jail, usually it's like this over the phone shit sounding like, yo, this sucks. Like, that's not what I'm doing here. Like, this is the first ever in real time prison album, an album that's recorded in prison for prisoners by a prisoner in real time as a prisoner is going through his real time sentence. And it's professional. It's going to sound exactly like a Tory Lanez album, but just the pain is there, the hunger is there, the tears, the cries are there. It's a lot. It's a lot of emotion into it, but it's the first ever professionally recorded prison album. This has never been done before.
Rock Nation coming from a log road, that's really funny. Even more, they trying to find ways to relate it to me. If I was petty, I would countersue, cause I got evidence. Megan Cunith been on payroll to play a dummy. It's gotta be the same standard if it's the same for me. Accused of rape and y'all don't wanna judge the way you judge me.
Tory Lanez dropped that album from prison. Peterson, the album. I want y'all to get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this album. Y'all know how I like to do. Before I get into any of the storylines, let's talk about the music just for a quick second, man. What do y'all think about this album sonically? Where does it rank in his discography? Let me know, man. Get it in the comments. I'm seeing a lot of artists praise this album, man. I think people are impressed that he's able to release something of this quality from prison. We've seen rappers do this before. We've seen artists be able to create from prison and halfway houses and things like that before, over the phone, different ways. But the quality of this, I think, is probably the best that I've heard from a jail or prison recorded album from an artist. Y'all let me know. Get in the comments. What do y'all think about the quality of this? Can you tell that he recorded it in, somewhere besides a conventional studio? I believe you can. He has really catchy music. He got music with good engineering, good recording, real polished music. So this does sound different. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of an emptiness there in the vocals, and you can tell, but it still sounds good. It's still a banger. It's still a good quality album. As I mentioned before, I think a lot of people was going to praise him just off this releasing, considering everything that he's going through, but the music lived up to the hype too, man. Now, it's a couple of things on this album that I want to talk about. Obviously he addressed the Megan situation. He called out Megan Cunith as well, saying that she's on a payroll to play a dummy. He spoke on Megan Thee Stallion. Obviously, he ain't say her name, and he spoke on Jay-Z as well. He didn't say his name either, but he alluded to the SA allegations against Jay-Z. And I want to know, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think this was a good move by Tory Lanez? Is this a strategic move by Tory Lanez? This is a strategic thinking media platform. So we got to ask ourselves that. Is this another way for Tory Lanez to communicate his innocence to the public? He took a lot of heat for not taking a stand. That was a decision that a lot of people didn't agree with. A lot of people say, hey, if you innocent, if you didn't do it, you should take the stand. Now, I kind of feel like this is a gray area as well. However, if he feels like his music and his art is another way for him to let people know that he's innocent, we can't knock it. We just got to listen to it and see where it goes. Tory Lanez called out everybody on this album, from his old friends who disappeared once, he got into some trouble, to his business partners, to females. And, again, Jay-Z, calling out Jay-Z, saying he was treated differently from Jay-Z. And him speaking on Jay-Z's recent allegations, and I guess they were dropped or dismissed. But either way, with Tory speaking on this is the first rapper to directly address it. If it has been another one, get in the comments and let me know. Maybe I missed something. But this, I believe, is the first rapper to address this on the record. We've seen people do interviews. It's the first rapper to address this on the record. Will Jay-Z respond to this? Will Jay-Z respond to this? I think he should. We've seen Jay-Z talk about his marriage on records. We've seen Jay-Z talk about his relationship with Dame Dash on records. We've seen him talk about his relationship with Kanye on records. Getting on Donda when him and Kanye was seemingly beefing. All right, remember he got on the Guess Who's Going to Jail Tonight record after Kanye took shots at him and Beyonce. So we've heard Jay-Z address tumultuous subject matter in real time in records. I think Jay-Z should address this. For Tory Lanez to feel confident enough to say this from where he is, Jay got to address this, man. And I'm a big Jay-Z fan. I'm a fan of his music, but he needs to address this in some way. Now, I'm not saying he do a takeover record on Tory Lanez. He don't do takeover 2 against Tory Lanez. I'm not saying that. He don't even got to address Tory Lanez directly. We know that's not even Jay-Z's style, really, unless it's, a Nas or somebody of that nature. He don't got to do that. He don't got to do all that. He can address this vaguely and get his point across. He don't got to go into no deep rap about this. He can give, Tory a bar or two. Tory Lanez has been adamant about Roc Nation being behind this whole situation. Now, obviously, he got himself into the situation with Meg, the other chick, being drunk, driving around with guns. He basically admitted to at least that much on the phone call. But after that, he feels like Roc Nation had a hand in causing everything to go wrong for him. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know. Does he have a reason to feel that way? And for him to keep saying this, I think Jay-Z at least needs to say something. He can mildly address it. He can vaguely address it. He's not above that. Tory Lanez also spoke about Roc Nation going after Malago Grams, the blogger that they're suing for defamation and harassment against Meg Thee Stallion. Jay-Z, Roc Nation is your company, bro. So that has to do with Tory Lanez as well. You connected in this. I think these are questions that people deserve answers to, and you have the right to not answer them. I understand that, but I don't think they're gonna go away unless Jay-Z does address it in some way. I would prefer he do it on a record. Like I said, it don't got to be a whole song, don't got to be a whole verse. Give a bar or two. Don't gotta call out Tory Lanez. But y'all get in the comments and let me know. Do y'all think Jay-Z should address this? Do y'all think he will address this? Do y'all think that was too bold of Tory to call out Jay-Z? I don't think so. I think a couple years ago it may have been, but at this point, people are demanding some type of interaction and some type of answers about things, or these storylines are going to go crazy in the blogs. That's why people is having to address things more and more. Lago Grams and Tory are locked in. It seems like she believes he's innocent. Could this hurt Tory Lanez's career with him calling out Jay-Z, with him calling out Roc Nation? It's not a lot of big features on this album. He did shout out Chris Brown, but that was interesting to me. I wanted to see would there be any features on this album. It wasn't, but maybe that's what gave him the freedom to wild out. It's some big producers on here, but maybe that gave him the freedom to wild out. The fact that it's not a whole lot of famous features, not a whole lot of big names. It's a lot of in-house people. Some of his family is on the album. His son, I think his dad and his brother, some other artists that he got a personal relationship with is on the album. So maybe that gave him the freedom to say what he wanted to say. But I want y'all to get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think Tory Lanez is going to be blackballed? What's going to happen with Malago Grams? Will she continue to grow as a blogger? She is one of the pioneers of, the new blogging age of how people report news. What's going to go on with her career? What's going to happen when Tory is released? Is Tory strategically calling out Jay-Z, calling out Roc Nation, calling out some people in the media? Is he doing this to get a lesser sentence? Is he doing this for civil reasons? Y'all got to get in the comments and let me know. If you like this content, like, share, subscribe, and help the channel grow. Urban Artificial Intelligence. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.